will win the MVP award, and he also took a whopping 41% of the responses when asked what player they'd want taking the final shot with a game on the line. Katie led both those results, while four-time MVP LeBron James didn't receive a single vote in either category. Shannon, defend your guy LeBron here.
I'm going to take the first one first about the MVP. So are we just going to forget that for the first half of last season, LeBron James was the MVP frontrunner until Solomon Hill dove for a loose ball and dove into the man's leg? Are we just going to forget that? So are we just going to pretend that that didn't happen, that that's not where he was at that point in time, playing extremely well? We had never seen a guy play this well in year 18 in the history. Now, there haven't been a whole lot of guys, Skip, that played that. When we look at superstars, we look at Kobe, we look at Dirk, we look at Kareem, that was playing at this level in the year 18. So we're just going to forget that just happened.
Time out.
Yes.
What do you always tell me about the field of sports? Yeah. You have to update your resume. Right. After the ankle injury, which lingered and lingered and lingered, did he come back and update his resume?
No, but was he healthy?
I don't know.
You do. Yes, you do.
Well, he looked fine to me.
See, exactly. He looked fine to you, but you know he wasn't healthy. But anyway, now he's going into year 19. Now, he didn't get an MVP vote, but I feel very comfortable in saying no one heading into year 19 has more expectations. Kobe was voted the 40th best player in year 19. Dirk Nowitzki was a shell of himself. Tim Duncan was a shell of himself. These are the expectations. We're talking about LeBron didn't get an MVP vote, but he still voted a top 5 player. No other historically great player had ever been voted this high in year 19. Kareem, all-time leading scorer, 6 MVPs, 6 championships. Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward to ever play a ball game. Didn't have these kind of prosciutto. Now, to the clutchness. You see, repetitions of a lie doesn't make it the truth. This is how disinformation gets disseminated.
These are GMs that they don't buy into lies.
This is kind of how we got to where we are. Someone kept repeating something that if you get the vaccine, you'll grow a third eye. You'll have a horn. You'll grow a tail like an elephant. And so that kept getting repeated, and eventually people caught on to it and started to believe it. Now, this is what the numbers say. In the last 5 seconds of playoff games, game-tying or go-ahead shots, LeBron James is 7 of 18 for 39%. Kevin Durant is 2 for 11, 19%. From the three-point line, LeBron James in those same situations in the playoffs is 2 of 5 from 3, 40%. Kevin Durant is 0 of 6. That's 0%. Those are the facts. I don't know if the GM's got those numbers. In the last 10 seconds of playoff career game-winning shots, LeBron James is 9 of 23, 39%. Kevin Durant is 3 of 16, 19%. And those same game-winning shots in those 10 seconds, playoffs game-winning or tying shots, LeBron James is 40%. Kevin Durant is 0 of 8 from the 3, 0%. Those are the numbers. You see what has happened is Skip Bayless has perpetuated a lie for a better part of a decade and a half, saying LeBron James is unclutched. And he's far from it.
Every GM has bought into it.
Exactly.
Unbelievable the power I have.
That's how misinformation works. Hey, Jim, I don't even like to do tape. You know I don't like to do tape. People at home know I don't like to do tape. But I want to show you something about LeBron James in the playoffs. Since he's unclutched and you don't want him taking the shot. Jim, can we get that footage? Now, this is a game. That's Orlando. Now, did they win the game? Is that a last-second shot? What about this, Skip?
Yeah, that was Chicago. I told
Did they win the game?
That was a 2-point shot. He got mad because the play was called for Kyrie, and he said, not on my watch.
You see what you did? Okay. Not because the play, but did he make the shot?
Did the head coach call the play for Kyrie?
Did he make the shot? Will you answer that question?
Yeah.
Did he make the shot?
Yeah.
Okay, what about this? Did he make the shot?
Yep, he made it.
What you try to do?
I think he actually tried to backboard the shot.
You see what you're doing? See, what you're doing now is that what you do every time LeBron James, I want him to be mad. They call the play for someone else. They call the play for someone else. I don't care. They might call a play for someone else, but if I catch it, we win the game. Give me my credit for making the catch. Give him his credit. Kevin Durant, we saw, remember game 3? Had a chance to tie the game. In game 3 against the Milwaukee Bucks, what did he do? He shot terrible. He missed the shot. Remember in game 7? The three-pointer, and what did he do, Skip? He airballed it. The fact of the matter is,
the three-pointer, he almost made a three-pointer to win the game. It was one of the great clutch shots in the history of the game.
Skip, this is what we know. The fact says that in the last 5 seconds, the last 10 seconds in the playoffs, LeBron James is substantially better than Kevin Durant.
Okay.
That cannot be argued.
Well, I'm about to argue it
Go ahead.
to death.
Go ahead. Please do.
Okay, I want to drive this point home to you. This is 30 general managers, the National Basketball Association, far more qualified than I would be to make these calls. LeBron didn't even scratch in either category. He didn't even sniff. He got no respect because he got no votes for either MVP or which player would you want with the ball in his hands taking the last shot. Right. Kevin Durant got 41% of the votes. To Steph got 24%, and then Dame got 17%, Luka got 7%, Jokic got 7%. LeBron James nowhere to be found in that category.
Even though Kevin Durant is worse than Dame, LeBron, and Steph in last-second shots. So even though he's fourth on the list, you want him taking the last shot. That's because what has happened.
It's all my fault. I did it. I take all the credit for this and all the blame for it. MVP category. Kevin gets 37% of the votes for MVP. And think about the magnitude of that kind of acknowledgement because he's playing with two all-time great players, if, in fact, Kyrie ever decides to get vaccinated. But the point is, they know that Kyrie probably will play this year, and James Harden definitely will play. Wouldn't that split MVP votes? Yes, they know that, but they've seen Kevin Durant. What he did in the postseason last year was just extraordinary. Well, he lost because he had a toenail on the line on the three-point shot. It was one of the all-time great shots. He lost to the champion. He lost to the players, the two players who were voted best defensive player overall, Giannis, best perimeter defender, Drew Holiday, right? They are really good on defense, and he did not. He had a shell of James Harden. He had no Kyrie, and he said, I got this. He took it all the way to the finish line and ran out of gas.
Think about what you just said. You said it's okay for Kevin Durant to lose because he lost to the eventual champion.
The numbers he put up were just off the charts.
But he lost, Skip.
Okay, he lost because his toenail was on the line. I jumped out of my chair. I said, he clutched up again. That's what he does.
Skip, he lost, Skip.
Do you remember the shot he made right in LeBron's face to win the game 3, the turnaround game 3?
If you want to say that,
well, I don't know where that was in all your stats that you spewed all over the table.
Because it was 40 seconds left in the game.
The only stat I know that I cling to, the one I swear by and live by, is simply this one. Since LeBron came into the league, since he started out, on game-deciding shots, game-on-the-line shots, he has missed 97 of those. It's far and away the worst over that stretch to Dwayne Wade's 77, and obviously Dwayne retired, 5 years ago?
Skip, hold on. So how do you get, so LeBron James came in way before everybody else is playing. He's played far longer than everybody than Dwayne Wade that came in with him. And you say nobody's missed more shots, even though he's 4 years clear, came in the league 4 years before Kevin Durant, probably 6 years before Steph Curry, and played longer than D. Wade. And you use that stat?
Yes, I am. And since LeBron came into the league from the free throw line, where he is a late game nightmare, you know it and I know it.
But they didn't mention free throw. They said shot.
Okay, well, it's the same idea. Who do you want with the ball in his hands at the end?
No, you changed it.
It's the same idea.
No, it's not.
Well, okay, I'm just going to add this as the cherry on top then. Free throws missed over the time he's been in the league. These are game-on-the-line free throws.